Today I am reading from the book Spirit of Homeopathy, book written by Dr. Rajan Sankaran. Mind section, chapter number 30, Application of Repertory, part 3. Remedy example. Let us now study a remedy through its rubric, understanding the broader application. We shall look at some symptom of stammerium and their expression, like clinging. One prominent symptom of stammerium is clinging. The dictionary meaning of clinging is to hold by clasping. The full rubric of stammerium is clinging, child awakened, terrified, knows no one, scream, cling to those near one. Another rubric is clinging to person or the furniture, etc. Meaning is every word in this rubric is important. We shall look at the meaning of each and every word and find its significance. Awaken means to get up from the sleep. When he wakes up, he looks around, get her terrified. In this state of terror, he cannot distinguish who is who, cannot identify anyone and cling to the nearest things or the person. A child is a person who is not capable of defending himself, one who is dependent upon adult to protect him. So it could mean even a 60-year-old if he has feeling of being dependent on his protection for his protection on other people with more strength, and he does not have the resources to protect him. If he is like a child, asleep means absorbed with himself, eyes shut, not observing things around, busy in himself, lost in himself. When such a person wakes up suddenly from the sleep, he looks around and finds the situation terrifying. So terrifying that his brain refuses to work and he cannot recognize who is who. He cannot wait to find out the best person for the protection. He just screams and clings to the whoever is nearby. A woman is sitting and reading a book, relaxed, when she notices a tingling on her arm, something crawling. She does not notice it immediately, but when she does, she screams, runs, and grabs a nearby person. This is one picture. She awakens. Example, become conscious of reality, which terrify her. She does not recognize anyone but just hold the person next to her. This is one more expression of the application of the rubric from the children into any adult, and away from the sleep into waking, but not conscious of reality. Any adult away from the sleep into the waking, but not conscious of reality. It could also be applied to the person who develop a small hard swelling in the stomach. Until he feels it, he is relaxed. The moment he feels it, he wake up to and become conscious of it, and this terrify him. After this terror, he just rushes to the nearest doctor and scream out of terror, "Look what happened!" Now we go one step further. He says, "Something is happening. I don't know what it is. I must find out what is it." And find out, investigate, and take an X-ray, but find out what is it. Take this take us to the rubric fear dark of and light desire for. The way he rushes to the doctor reminds you of a child who cannot fend for himself, and but when even a minor trouble occurs, goes to his protector. Therefore, the rubric is delirium, crying for help. Delirium means when the mind is not fully in its sense, when it is light-headed, wandering, not thinking straight. This is the delirious conditions. Help means assistance when you cannot do it on your own and you need someone to assist. How do you ask to the help? By crying. By crying means to utter a shrill and loud voice, not like a please help me, and but like a help me. Interpretation is knowing no one. Take us to the difference between knowing and not knowing, the difference between light and darkness. Darkness is the situation when you do not know what is there, and light is when you know what is there. Darkness means also hopelessness, and light is hopefulness, knowledge. A situation with even a slight lack of knowledge or uncertainty is enough to make a stammerium lose his peace of mind. He wants to be clear. He says, "Please find out what is this inside it, and it is all dark. Please throw some light on it." Take an X-ray if you want. He will remove his clothes. Clothes is something which covers and keep part hidden. There are rubric: destructive clothes off, destructiveness clothes off, naked wants to be. This means to remove the covering and bring it out in open. Nothing should be hidden under the clothes. So we have examining the rubric: fear of darkness, desire for light, delirium crying for help, clinging, etc. But the main symptom of stamonium is delusion sees alone in the wilderness. 4-second feeling. There is a sensation of danger. Means delusion, danger, impression of, and sensation that he is alone to face a danger which he is unable to do because it is so terrifying. Everything is the chaos around him. His parents have left him and gone away. He is abandoned, forsaken, left alone in the terrifying place. Then there is a rubric: anxiety about the salvation. Salvation means he has committed a crime and therefore has lost the support of the person who is providing it. Example: God for man, man for his child. This feeling can be expressed by our patient when they say, "Doctor, whenever you go, please don't stay for more than a week, otherwise I will be lost. I don't know how to manage without you. If something happen, where shall I go? Don't leave me and go away." Is the main things for him. Anxiety about the salvation, as if they would lose support and the person on whom they are dependent will leave them and they will be left alone in the wilderness and forsaken. Doctor, I do not know why, but when you are go away, we just cannot manage. We just pray for the day you will come back. In this there is a praying: please doctor, come back soon. One step further is begging. If praying does not work, you beg. This is the way they behave towards you, but you cannot see the behavior extended to others. Why do they behave like this? Because when they become conscious, the world around them is terrifying and they want to cling to someone. If you are not available, they will get really panicky. The rubric delirium, hands are joined, is against a sign of prayer. He feels he is without any protection, like the protective covering of clothes. Like delusion, he is naked, he is. The rubric praying means requesting the person in authority to grant a wish, like, please help me. Now interpretation is: night is a darkness, the unknown, the scary time. At such time he will pray. One important aspect of our remedy is that they have the opposite state too. At time, if you stay in one extreme, you will die very soon. You have to go to the other at time. So in the daytime, stamonium is laughing when there is no danger, darkness or gloominess. Stamonium is talking, laughing, singing, full of life, dancing. There is not longing for sunshine, light and society. So the other rubrics are: weeps all night, laughs all day. Delusion, tall he is. Delusion, distinguished he is. Delusion, divine he is. He talks a lot about himself, means he is affectionate. He boasts that he is bold, not afraid of anything. But when the night comes, he goes and clings. Stamonium has a bravado when things go well, but when things are not going so well, he can very scared. He can be very scared. Let us take some more rubrics. Delirium, foreign language, talks in, and second one is speech, foreign tongue in. What is foreign language? Foreign means something which is not common to the country of the residence, something that belongs to another place. Talks means speech, and language means a medium of communications. In his speech, he uses the medium of communication that is uncommon to the place in which he resides. It means he is talking French in India, for example, or using Greek phrase or the American accent. He is alternating between one language and another language, using lot of foreign expression and different accent. It also means he used phrases from another discipline. For example, in a meeting of homeopathic physicians, he might use lot of psychometric psychoanalytic terms which may be foreign to the homeopath. In everyday language, he may use terms that are the other person is unfamiliar with. This too is speaking in a foreign language. You will not understand anything through he speak the same language as you, because the word he use are uncommon for that particular place, and he can talk of highly spiritual things like nirvana, samadhi and kundali shakti. All this can be taken as a foreign language too, things that the person to whom he is talking cannot understand. This is called foreign language, or delirium foreign language talks in. Like another rubric of Stammernum is delusion poor he is. Poor means lacking in that which is necessary to keep our surviving. You can have poor health, poor fortune, poor intelligence, poor strength. Think he is poor not only refers to money but also a feeling of lacking something which is necessary for the survival. Doctor, when my fever goes 102 or 103 Fahrenheit, I don't know whether I will be able to bear such a high temperature or not, whether I have the energy left in me to bear it. Say the patient with the terrifying voice. Says this patient with a terrifying voice. I don't know, means fear of darkness, whether I have the energy left inside me to bear this or not, means delusion he is a poor. Bear this assault of temperature on my body brings us to the rubric delusion being injured. Temperature is causing injury to my body. I am scared. I don't know whether I have the strength to bear this injury or not. Doctor, you do something. Means rubric is crying for help. Because I unaided, I will be finished. Then there is a still hope. Means desire for light. With all this terror, he has a hope. Means desire for light. Now rubric is delusion injured is being. I have used the rubric in several cases. It means as if things are harming him, causing him injury. In Thuja, we show there is a feeling that the body is brittle and made up of glass. Means a frail sensation of being, as if it can be easily injured. For example, when they shake hand, they are very careful and that their bone do not break. This feeling is different from Stammernum feeling. In Thuja, the feeling that things are injured them is absent. For them, the surrounding things are innocent, others are innocent, but it is them who are brittle. Nobody is injured me. Things that are totally harmless can injure me because I am very brittle. I have to be very cautious. If I am cautious, I will not be injured. But in Stammernum, there is a delusion of being injured and not the delusion that his body is brittle or extra sensitive to injury. But Stammernum says, Doctor, I took your medicine last week and since then, my stomach has got so badly upset. I cannot tell you how much there is being injured. Ever since I started your treatment, I noticed that my hair is falling a lot and all you have given is placebo. This is the feeling that he is expressing. Doctor, the weather is so bad nowadays that I catch cold very often. So you give me some medicine to build my resistance against it. The rubrics are delusion being injured, clinging, crying for help. Now another rubric is sees dog attacking him, biting his chest. Why does this he sees the dog? What is the significance of dog? When you are alone in the dark street, it is not a rat, cat or snake that scare you, but a snake can bite even in the daytime. When it is dark and you do not know the way ahead and there are no home around, and if at that time you hear the barking of dog or if dog is pursuing, you cannot you cannot run because of the darkness. Whether the dog can see very well and come and make and cut out of you. This is the time when you experience the terror of Stammernum. When there is a light and you can see around, see with stone to pick up and throw, see which house enter for the protection, and dog become less scary. Dog are animal which attack when you are helpless. There is the rubric helpless feeling of. And so the rubric is see dogs attacking him, biting his chest. Now rubric is delusion see dogs. What is meant by delusion see dogs? For me, it means he see people or a dog, people as a dog, and sees event and situation as a dog. If he is an income tax officer, it reminds him of a dog. With a great fear, he says, "Doctor, I know they are after me. I don't know when they are going to attack me. I don't know what to do. I am so helpless. I am here and there, trying to balance some accounts. I know that they are after me." Means delusion see dogs biting him, attacking him, biting his chest. Delusion animal jump out of the ground. They are all the time around you. You cannot feel their presence near you. You are troublesome, troublesome to injurious things. It could be your own business competitor trying to harm you. Now he gets more scared when things are dark, gloomy and sombre. With all this helplessness, terror and fright, you have a choice either to grasp at the nearest things or person around in order to feel safe. And if you do not find anybody to hit out wildly, then you feel the rubric wilderness, destructiveness, violence, striking. Delusion that he is devil. Devil sees people as, we have a common expression in English, he brings out the devil in me. When they don't find any person beside him, he become a destructive and he become a devil. He throws things and attack back. So he brings out the devil in me. Now other rubric is kill desire too. Kill means to finish off so completely that it cannot raise its head again. To eradicate, to destroy, not just a beat out or to go all of the way, exterminate all these things. One of the expression in this patient is that he does not want this disease to mere subside for a time being, but to go away completely so that it will never occur. The ailment frightened him so much that he does not want it to come back ever again and again. He too afraid of it coming to the life. I was so frightened on taking homeopathic medicine that the whole experience would come back again. I think I have killed it, so I don't want to experiment again. He approach other problem like that also. If there is a leaky tap, he will try to shut it tightly. When not successful, he may take the hammer and break off the connection altogether so that it does not leak again. His action is always total. This is how he approached the problem, because problem troubles and scare him so much that he wants to kill them. Some surgeons are stramonium. Seeing a small warts which has a bled a little, he will say, "Oh, it's so terrible, it has started bleeding. We must get it out at once so that it never recur again." So we can see the rubric child awakened, terrifying, scream, knows no one, clings to those near, and kill desire too. Another example, in the throat trouble with a mild infection, the patient wants to take the strongest antibiotic so that it never comes again. He is so terrified of the bacteria. The rubric being fear murder of being, delusion injured is being, kill desire too. Also there is a threatening situation. "Doctor, I am troubled too much. I am going to try your medicine for 1 more week. If within that time I don't see any result, then I will be forced to take some other treatment." It is like, if you don't give the result, beware. The idea of this is to show how each word is important and how all this expression and rubric give the picture of stramonium. In short, it is the picture of the child who is abandoned in the wilderness. These expressions are not out fantasy, but from what I have seen in the patient.